Okay, here's a few shortcuts I'm going to show you for trying to set things up in your gradebook in Aeries. So I've added all of my gradebooks. What I'm going to show you how to do is link the gradebook so that changes you make to one gradebook will be made to all of the gradebooks. So if I wanted to go to Manage Gradebook, and then up here at the top it says Link Gradebook. So at this point what I've done is I've added all of my gradebooks and I haven't actually set anything up. I haven't set up categories, I haven't set up final marks, I haven't added students, I've done nothing, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to link my gradebooks. And I want to just put them all into category 1 for right now. So this is for the purposes of just kind of setting up some basic stuff that you would maybe want to have the same for all of your classes. So we're going to put them all in category 1 right now and hit save. Okay? Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Manage Gradebook. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set up categories. So let's just assume that we want to have the same categories for all of our classes. So homework, projects, classwork, and tests. Save. And I want to do the same weighted scoring for each of them. So we'll say 50%, 30%, whoops, not 300, 30, and 10, and 10. Okay, so they all add up to 100, and I hit save. Now I just set that up for period 1. Because I have all of my gradebooks linked, it will create that for all of them. So if I go down to period 2, into categories, you'll see that it has the same categories, the same percentages. Period 3, same categories, same percentages. So by linking all the gradebooks, any changes I make to one of the gradebooks automatically trickles down to all the other gradebooks that are linked to it. So it's a good, fast way for you to create any sort of standards that you want across all of your gradebooks, and you don't have to do it one by one in every gradebook. Okay, so I have all the same categories set up for all my gradebooks. Next thing I want to do is I want to set up my final marks. So remember, you have to make sure you set up your final marks for every gradebook or you won't have your final grade submitted correctly. So we click on Final Marks. And as I said previously, this is a training app, so the percentages are already in here, but for yours, it's zeroed out entirely. So everything will say 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. You want to make sure you go through and you change anything that, I'm sorry, you want to go through and you make sure that you add in all of your percentage ranges for each of your letter grades. Okay, so as I said, this one's already set up. I'm just going to do a quick little change here just so we can see what happens. So let's say we'll go from to 98.99 and A plus will be 99 to 100, just so you can see these changes. So I've changed it from 98 to 100 to 99 to 100 for A plus. So we'll hit Save Changes. And we see that that change is reflected. So if I go to another class, say period 1, and final marks, you see that that change is reflected. Okay, so that's a fast way for you to set up all of your final marks and all of your grade categories or your homework categories all at once and have it just be set up for all of your grade books. Now once you've done that, you want to make sure you go back through and you unlink anything that you don't want linked. So we've completed that. We're going to go to Link Gradebooks. And we want to make sure that anything that is we won't want it linked for the whole school year. So for example, these two classes, period 1 and 2, are the same class. So we probably want the same assignments for that. So we can leave that in category 1. Period 3 and 4 are two different classes. So we can put that in category 2. And period 6 is the same as period 3 and 4, so we'll put that in category 2 as well. And then our 5th period class is just kind of a loner, so we're going to go ahead and just put that one in category 0. No category, basically, is what that means. Go ahead and hit Save. Okay, so if we click on Link Gradebooks again, now we can see that we have two classes that don't belong to any category. We got two classes that are in one group together and two classes that are in another group together. So that's a good idea to leave it that way, because normally when you want to create an assignment for one of these classes, you want to create it for all of them. So that means that I create an assignment in period 3, it'll create that same assignment in periods 4 and 6. So fast, easy, done. Same thing with period 1 and 2. If I create an assignment in period 1, it'll create it as well in period 2. So I don't have to create the assignment 3, 4 times. Okay, hope that makes sense. And another option we have here, I'm going to show you. So that's a link gradebook option that'll help you set up things quickly and easily. Now I'm going to show you the copy gradebook option. So we have fall semester set up, and somebody else is in here doing this right now. It's a training app, so more people are in here than just me. So ignore the year option, but we have all of our fall classes set up. And let's say it's spring semester now, and I have already set up everything in my fall, and I don't want to set it up again for spring. What I can do is click Copy Gradebook, and I could say I want to copy my first period gradebook, and I want to copy the final marks and the gradebook options and the gradebook categories. But I don't want to copy the assignments because I'm making new assignments for spring. I don't want to have the same assignments I had in fall. So we won't check that box. And then we'll go ahead and hit Save. Okay, and you'll see it names it Copy for Fall. All right, so now you know it's the copy and not the original one. That helps you distinguish from the two. In order to make this into my spring gradebook, I'm going to uncheck the fall option, which will give me this little pop-up button that warns me of stuff. I say OK, and I'm going to check the spring button instead. And I want to make sure I associate it with my first period class. And save. Okay, and now you'll see that it's my spring gradebook. And all of my categories and my final marks are there. So that's a quick, easy way in spring to set up your gradebook with just all the same settings that you had from the fall. Just copy everything except for the assignments and you're good to go. And as I said, make sure you change from fall to spring and you associate with the correct period. And those are my shortcuts for you. If you have any questions, please make sure you contact me and I will give you some help. Thanks very much.